Safety first, as always. Got my solar eclipse glasses on. It's kind of like looking through pieces of aluminum foil. Like I can't see anything. Driving down to middle of Idaho to go see the full solar eclipse. Just got back from BC last night at like midnight. Didn't even get a chance to dump my photos. Mad chaos right now, but can't miss this. This is too cool. It's literally getting dark outside, and it's like 11:30. Super crazy. The solar eclipse was epic. Super cool. So glad I drove 2 hours to be kind of right in the middle of it. Actually, I wasn't quite in the full coverage. I was at like 98%. Just like seeing that and experience a natural phenomenon like that is pretty wild. Now I got to get home and import and do my whole cataloging process to all the British Columbia sheep photos. I just want to show everybody my process on how I import and manage all my files. So here we go. So I start with my memory card and I import it right through my computer, right into Adobe Lightroom. My Adobe Lightroom catalog lives on an external solid state drive. I do this because the internal drive on my laptop is only 250 gigs. These Lightroom catalogs can get super huge. I think the one I'm working with right now is almost 300 gigs. Solid states are wicked fast. The one I'm using right now, I think transfers files at 450 megabytes a second. So I'm importing all the files directly through Lightroom, but onto another solid state drive. And then from there, first thing I do is I immediately make a temporary backup. It's really important to have a redundant system in case the drive breaks, in case someone steals it. Like there's just so many things that can go wrong with them. So when I import images directly into Lightroom, the first thing I do is I make sure I go up in the top right here and I change the location to this solid state drive. That's where it's going to import, and it'll automatically import everything into folders by date. The next thing I do, I click build one-to-one previews, which will basically give me a high-res display of the image right away instead of having to wait for the image to load. Next thing I do is I set the creator to Stephen Drake, and then I apply a preset edit to all of my images. And this is just, it's a really light S-curve, and I also add some sharpening that is optimized for print. And I'll go through how to make a preset in a later vlog. Then I press import. Once everything is imported, I go through each and every photo and I star all of my images, or 1 star through 3 stars. 3 star being an epic photo, 2 stars is like a really pretty good one, and 1 star is okay. So after starring, I'll go through and do a light edit to all of my 2 and 3 stars. So then after that, I will go through and keyword every single image. So keywording allows me to tag photos with searchable terms that I can later use to search for images. All right, for example, in this shot, we have a Matthews bow, a stone sheep ram. The 3 keywords that I will label this image with are Matthews, stone sheep, and trophy. Trophy implies dead animal. So if it were just a wildlife shot, I would label it wildlife. I've also labeled this as a 3-star image. Down the road, because I have such a massive image library, say I want to search for 3-star images that have Matthews bows in them. All I have to do up in the right, I just type in Matthews, search by 3 stars and above, and I'll get all the 3-star images that have Matthews. Further, I can add additional keywords like trophy, and you'll have all the dead animal shots with the Matthews bow that are 3-star, etc. All right, then once I've done all that, I save the metadata to all of the files, and this saves the edits I made to the images as well as all the keywords, so that the edits and the keywords remain with the file no matter what program is used to open the file. Next, and almost done, I convert all the images to DNG. DNG just stands for digital negative, and it's a universally accepted and timeless file type. Last thing I do is I make an off-site master backup, just in case like my house were to burn down, someone came in and stole my drives. Again, it's really important to have a redundant system. All right, so for this BC trip, I took about 13,000 images. Here is a sneak peek of some of the shots.
A collision of decisions whirling in my heart, and my vision, a rescission, has never been this hard. I got wasted when I tasted the sweetness of your lips. We're not ready, we're unsteady, I'm stuck inside your grip. I'm going obsession has never been this close. And the matter if I'd rather just love